Hi everyone, my name is Korosh Erfani. I am a sociologist and a political analyst, and on this day of Sunday, September 21st, 2025, I am going to make a presentation of the situation in the Middle East, and most probably a very busy and hot week that we are going to have there. The reason for which I think that would be a special week is that today something interesting happened. We got this news: United Kingdom, Australia and Canada recognized officially Palestine as an independent country, and this is something that was a long time waited. As you can see here, for 108 years after Balfour Declaration, finally United Kingdom did what it had to do for at least, we can say, more than 100 years, 1 century. Now, there was very interesting, as you can see, this map had been updated here on a map published by I think the United Kingdom, one of the British institution, an update of map of Middle East, and now we have Israel and also Palestine here for the West Bank, Palestine West Bank, and here Palestine Gaza Strip. So which means that from now on, the important countries like United Kingdom, Australia and Canada are officially recognizing the existence of the Palestinian country as an independent country. We are going also to have same thing in the United Nations General Assembly from tomorrow, and most probably something like 150 countries are going to recognize Palestine as an independent country. Of course, it's something that is extremely hard for the Israeli government to accept. They are seeing that as a kind of blow, I am going to say even historic blow after all, because they tried to remove this idea of having a country called Palestine. And recently Israeli became almost sure that everything is fine. For example, as you can see here, it's a matter of the promise of Marco Rubio, one of the agents of Israel in the Trump administration, that had green light to impose the Israeli sovereignty in the West Bank. So it's like a real estate; they can generously offer to anyone they want. So Trump administration, because of the Epstein file, is right now in a position of hostage. We should know that. And because of this sword of Damocles over the head of the president, of course Israel tries to have all the privileged and advantages that it wants. But the things are changing. For example, here you can see that there would be on Tuesday here in New York a gathering by the leaders of the main Arab countries and President Trump in order to find a solution to put an end to the war in Gaza. So that's the idea. And also the fact that who is governing Gaza after war, and of course it would be a matter of what to do with the idea of the recognized Palestine, right? So all of these, I think, are accumulating as a kind of unbelievable row of blows on the head of Netanyahu, right? And they are seeing that their Zionist project of the greater Israel is thwarted, is somehow at risk, and they will aggressively react. That's for sure, because now Israel is completely isolated. It doesn't have any major support but the United States, and this support is directly related to the famous Epstein file. So if we want to understand what is going to happen, we have to account for all these elements, and then we can have a very clear image. Let me show you the assessment of one Israeli newspaper, Haaretz. You can see here that Carolina Landsman, she's publishing an opinion over there, and it's saying this: for Netanyahu, the penny has dropped. Former Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar checkmated him. So that's the idea that somehow Netanyahu lost the game. Why? Because he wanted to completely get rid of the question of Palestine forever, and now not only this question is back, but also it's recognized officially by the international community as a country, and all the diplomatic and we can say international consequences that come with that, with this recognition. So that's why I think Netanyahu is going to have the feeling that he is surrounded, right? And he has to act, he has to react, and he has to act now, immediately. So that's why the coming week will be the opportunity for Israel to show that it's not isolated, that it didn't lose the game, and that it has other card to play. So what we should wait, I think that would be forcibly and for sure a military reaction. It cannot be only a diplomatic or political reaction by the Israeli government, because it's not really efficient. So it's going to look for a military action, and this military action cannot be something that had been already tested around Israel, in Lebanon, for example, in Syria, in West Bank, or something like this. It must be a big blow, right? So what could be better than coming back to one of the hottest points in the region, in the Middle East, which means Iran. So even though there are other tensions, for example, you can see here the analysts are talking about the possibility of a military conflict between Turkey and Israel. Some other people are suggesting a possible similar thing between Egypt and Israel. But I think what is the most probable is an attack on Iran by Israel in the coming week again. So that's why from now on, as you can see, the Iranians started to react, and they are warning United States and Israel that the response to a new aggression by Israelis will be deadly. So which means that if such a thing happens, a new aggression by Israeli against Iran, we are going to have not a semi or a little or a limited war, but a new large all-out war, something that cannot have limited consequences, something that cannot be followed by a third wave or a fourth wave later. It must be determined, for its fate once it starts. So that's why I think if we are going to have a war for the next week between Iran and Israel, that would be a last war between them. We shouldn't forget that both countries, regarding each other and also for the internal situation, are on the brink of kind of trouble, crisis, or even collapse. So they cannot continue like that. They cannot keep going with the preparation in a few months for a third wave of war. That's why either it wouldn't be any war between them, or if there is a war, that would be a total war. That would be a fatal war that must put an end to the existence of one of them. And that's a serious warning that I am announcing here. I think it's a serious matter. We should think about that, and that's why I wanted to set it up in this presentation today, just before we start this most probable hot week to come, and we will see what is going to happen. So that's why from tomorrow we will monitor the situation, and I will try to see if this theory that a military conflict between Israel and Iran is going to be triggered next week or in the coming days is true or not, and we will see the different aspects and dimensions of such a possibility. Thank you very much for watching this video.